G'day folks, Tony again here for more of the many lives of John Rando. So we're in a bit of a pickle. We are trying to find this site that is 1 to 4 parasangs north of a slime bog. We don't know what a parasang is, so we're just going to keep heading north. And we're going to see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I mean, we could die and be reincarnated as a new John Rando, but we've done that so many times already. What's the harm? So this time around, we're playing a scholar character, which is not something that I think I've really played very much of before. And I must say that I am quite enjoying how it has been going. I also just remembered that that we're flat out of arrows, which is a real pain in the bum. Perhaps it might be worth us heading back somewhere where we can restock some of our stuff. We're getting pummeled quite severely here. We're going to try freezing hands again, and that has worked fairly well. We're also going to drop a chill on here because, quite frankly, I'm pretty sick of that wild boar. It's not in a very good way. And we've had a little bit of a chance to heal ourselves up. And kaboom, problem solved. Looks like that chameleon is also not happy with us. We should have our freezing hands back, and we do. So that's a thing. And let's see if we can get amongst it before it recovers. And indeed, that has worked. Good times. Perhaps we can come back there, back here, there, shortly. We're going to head back to Kawan, which is where we began, so that we can attempt to maybe sell a few things, maybe buy a few things. We'll see how it goes. To Kawan, please. Oh, thank you so much. So we're hungry. We're going to head over here and we're going to eat some things. Let's eat some of that dried slaw. Plus 15% maximum hit points. Not going to complain about that. And let's do some trading and see what we can trade. We've got that jewel-encrusted leather cap that's going to sell for a bit. The knollworm skull, also worth a bit. The leather moccasins, just shy of $1, but that's better than nothing. And we have all of this stuff. We found a bunch of steel things, so they're going to be able to sell for a bit as well. And isn't that fortunate? Oh boy, I forgot that we found these implants. They are also going to do rather well. Beaded bracelets, copper nuggets. We're just dripping in stuff here. This is good. How many things can we afford to buy? Please tell me that you have something that isn't a musket. Oh, just a musket. I mean, muskets are good. But I don't know if they're worth that outlay. Oh, let me think about this. We don't need any more bandages. We don't need another weapon. I mean, ranged weapons are mighty fine. Let's just plonk this in. Let's see how much we get if we add all of these implants as well. That's up to 280. Almost 281. That is an awful lot of money, and that makes the musket fairly trivial. We don't need 3 of them, however. Just the one will do fine. 2 grams of convalescence. Don't think we really need that at this point. So let's have a look at some of the other options that we have here. Boom, rose arrows, no. Wooden arrows, no. I mean, if we're going to get the musket, we already have bought a bunch of lead slugs. We've got 59 of them. You got to reload every time you do something, which is somewhat of a pain in the bum. And what are our other options here? An elastine skin suit, which is going to give us 1 armor and 3... let's see, can we look at this? We can. A bodysuit made of a stretchy black fabric that sticks to the torso. Perfect, I'll say. Extra dodge would be nice, but I don't know if that's really worth the outlay. Woolly leather armor, I'm assuming that's going to allow us to stay a bit warmer. Indeed, that is the case. I don't really know if that's worth it either. There are a couple of weird artifacts here that might be interesting, but all in all, not really much here for us. We could trade some stuff in for some of those copper nuggets just as a cash exchange. I think that could work quite well. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I mean, these weird artifacts would be nice to have. Who knows what they are? And we might just pull backwards. I think we'll get rid of that copper nugget and the beaded bracelet because they don't weigh an awful lot and they are worth a fair bit. And I guess we could lose some of these implants as well. How many could we lose? If we lose that one, I think we're pretty close. We are pretty close. And if we plonk that one back into the deal, that's pretty much of a muchness. I don't know what the weird artifacts that we're getting are, but we are going to get a musket out of it. And given how things are going, I think I'm probably happy with that. So let's do that. We're just going to do a check of our inventory to make sure that we're not too short on water. 32, 33 drams of fresh water. It would be nice to have a little more than that. Let's try and pour some of these things. Ugh, so many warnings. So we're going to plonk that in there. So we've moved all of the cider into one thing. And let's also pour that so all of our water is in the one place as well. I don't really want to sell that cider in case we need it to cure things. We have a bunch of other stuff. All right, let's have a look at these weird artifacts and see if we can figure out what they are. A compass bracelet, that's nice. And also a fungicide grenade. Oh, goody. So I think we should be able to, we should be able to equip somewhere, I think. We should be able to equip that compass bracelet on our right arm, so that should help us, prevent us rather from getting lost. We're also going to ditch that and we're going to plonk the musket in there. We'll reload that musket so we have something in it. And that's a fun time. And now I guess we can head back to where we were before. Let's just have a look and see if there are any other villages or towns around that maybe we can... Habina is there, and a slime weep is there. We've already kind of been there, though. We haven't been over further north, so let's head back roughly to where we were before. That does look relatively familiar. Now here we have ourselves some more things to kill. I think there might have been a salt hopper over here, fighting a dog at the moment. That didn't work out so well for the dog, but we do have a... Oops. We do have a musket that we can shoot with. We seem to be terrible at it. And that's not entirely surprising. Oops. That's not entirely surprising given our skills at the moment. Started leather armor, still not worth it. Ugh. Alright. So still not a lot of luck here. So let's do ourselves... Actually, no, we don't need to do that. Another freezing hands will work just fine. I think now that we have this musket, it's possibly going to be worth getting some skill points in rifles and bows. There we go. Problem solved. We've got some extra food to eat, so that's lovely. Going to make ourselves a quick meal. Oops. Yay, team. How are we looking for XP here? We've still got a few hundred to go before we get anywhere meaningful. An engraved bronze longsword. Let's have a squiz. Whoops. Let's have a squiz at that. This item is engraved with the scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Antihim II. Deep in Mikesh homestead, Antihim II stumbled upon a clan of vines performing a secret ritual. Because of his mirrored eyes, they accepted him into their fold and taught him their secrets. That's a fun old time. More Sultan histories for us. There was a pig over this way. Hello, how are you? I'm going to freeze you with my freezing hands, and then I'm going to attempt to shoot at you with my musket. And that didn't work as well as I'd hoped. But fortunately, I have a trusty steel utility knife that will absolutely be the end of you. All right. Good work, team. Are we back to a place that we have been before? I'm not entirely sure that we are. We may have been We may have been one square to the side of something or other. Are we still getting shot at? Of course we are. There's another one right next to us. And we're feeling a bit battered and bruised. Let's heal ourselves up. I can't remember if we have harvestry. We harvest a star apple. I guess that means yes. There are some stairs downwards there. We're going to give them a bit of a pass at the moment. Heading underground. I'm not entirely confident of our ability to handle being too far below the ground at the moment. But where there's one star apple tree to harvest, I'm hoping there would be more. Isn't looking entirely promising. All right, clearly we've been there before, so we don't want to keep being there. Let's keep on heading northwards and we'll see what we find. Oof, we've been taken for a ride here by this young ivory, so we'll take that thing down. And we've stopped bleeding, so we can heal ourselves up. 5 experience points, yikes. And hitting one of them outside, also not overly common. All right, so who do we have here that's going to give us some drama? That tortoise is probably not friendly with us. It certainly won't be now. Not going to penetrate the armor anytime soon. This could take a while, but it will be worth it. Eventually, when we kill this turtle, I hope. Oh dear, this is taking way longer than I thought. But our freezing hands is back, so we can do that. We'll move away a little bit, and we'll reload, and we'll shoot it with our musket, and we'll shoot it with our musket again, and we'll shoot it with our musket again. And we're going to stop shooting so that we don't accidentally hit that Equimax and get ourselves in a world of trouble. Come on, there we go. 125 XP, still worth it. I guess we're not going to butcher it. All right, fully healed again. It is night time. We're still trying to head north. The hills are not cooperating with us, but that's okay. We're not going to let a mere hillside stop us from our quest to head northwards, killing tortoises along the way. Ouch. Come on now. Ugh, fine. I freeze you with my hands. Heading northwards to try and find a thing. I don't even remember what we're trying to do anymore. Classic John Rando. Let's have a look at the quests here. Antihim Shire, located wonderful parasangs north of a slime bog. We were given the location of the slime bog, but we have yet to find Antihim Shire. I wonder if that's something that we could find if we were just wandering around on the main map. That's something I didn't think of. Let's try it and see what happens. Are we hungry? Are we thirsty? Is there anything happening? Who knows? Let's try here. That's not really helpful if we're going to head back southwards. Hopefully we haven't just wandered too far away and ended up in a bad place. I don't know how we got to here approaching from the south. Seems like nonsense to me, but we're going to grab some of those star apples. We should probably also feed ourselves. We've been wandering around the wilderness, doing not much for a while now. And we're clearly a little hungry. Woven tunic 1 and 2, that might be worth putting on. What are we on at the moment? 4 and 7? Maybe not. But there are plenty of snapjaws here for us to take care of. So let's do that. We've got another copper nugget. A leather cap. How much is that? It's just 1 and 0. That's not worth it. We will grab the iron buckler, however. And of course, more snapjaws. Just veritably pouring out of the forest here. A whole bunch of just walking XP. A sharp iron longsword. I will definitely take that. And I think this might be a prime opportunity for us to use our menacing stare. We're going to stare at the warlord, and it's going to become afraid and head away and leave us be while we take care of some other things. It looks like there is a seed-spitting vine over here somewhere. We will take care of that very soon. Iron battle axe, yeah, we'll grab that as well. Why not? I like selling iron things. 18 hit points, that's still manageable. 16, 14, 11, getting less manageable. Looks like a seed-spitting vine has taken out that other thing. We're going to back up a little bit and see if we can heal. And of course we can. So that's feeling more comfortable now. Where are you, seed spitting vine? Very close. Iron short sword, yes. Boarskin gloves, yes please. Can we wear them? No, we can't because we have freezing hands. I should have remembered that. So it's hungry work killing all of these things. We're nearly at the point. Sharp iron bats. A lot of sharp things we're finding here. Not complaining. Did we grab all the things? An engraved club. So we'll look at that in just a moment. We're going to make a camp. We're going to whip up that quick meal so we're not hungry. And let's have a look at this and see what it tells us. Antihim IV. Deep in the wilds of Killil, Antihim IV stumbled upon a clan of cats performing a secret ritual because of her blessed visage. They furiously rebuked her and declared her a villain to their kind. Interesting. More knowledge for us. Let's continue our exploration-iness as we're explorationing around this area. Honestly, I have no idea if, how, when, or who we're supposed to find this thing. We appear to have set something on fire. The weird artifact explodes. Okay, somebody threw something explosive at us and it set this brute on fire. So that's funny, and I'm glad it didn't hit us. And we've hauled ourselves out a big old bunch of experience. We're starting to push up a little bit on the carrying capacity, but I'm happy to duck back and sell all of these things. All these iron things that we're finding somewhere else. Wooden arrows, good. Short bows woven to bronze, yeah. Oops, none of that is overly necessary. Happy to keep killing snapjaws, though. Another iron mace. Seems to be an iron clan of snapjaws. Just full of iron things. Iron short swords, iron this, iron that. And seed spitting vines, farewell to you. What have we got here? A slender worn burnous. I think we're already wearing a worn burnous. And indeed we are, but if I recall correctly, a slender one weighs less than normal. So let's equip that. And we now have a slender burnous on our back instead of a normal one. Because let's face it, who wants a normal one? All right, we're not finding an awful lot here. That was the wrong button. So let's just take out the remainders of these things here. More wooden arrows, not a lot else. Still some more baddies around. So we can't rest up. It's daytime now, so that's fun. We're going to head over this way. That looks like more of the same. We're going to zoom out, and we're no longer exactly north of where we were before. What have we got here in our inventory? We're carrying quite a lot of stuff. We're carrying an awful lot of raw pig meat. Oh, we bought that, I guess, for keeping up to speed on our healthiness. We're carrying a lot of iron maces. All right. I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to head back to Kauan, like so. We're going to go and trade a bunch of things again after we have ourselves a feed. Thank you for the dried slaw. Let's trade here. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We're going to keep the grenade, keep the torches. We'll sell all of these things. Look at all those dollars that we're getting for ourselves. We'll keep the short bow just in case we need it at a later stage. We'll hang on to those because they're nice and light. So that's 68 there that we're up to. Small muddy tubes. I mean, those things are always fun to have. And they're certainly going to be more useful to us than these things. That's still going to put us in a position of getting a bit of extra water, and I'm all for that because water is cool to have. We're going to reload our musket while I remember. Okay, still got plenty of lead slugs left. We're going to try and examine these small muddy tubes. We've got ourselves some salve injectors, so that's going to be nice. I definitely want those because they're going to allow us to recover some hit points. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So 2 of those is definitely nifty. We've got plenty of fresh water, so that's also nifty. Let's see what other things we have in our quest log. We'll have to get back to that Antihim Shire at another time. The historical site of Alakish, or heading to the lair of that name, legendary salamander. All right. Alakish, or unpronounceable. What do we have available to us? Let's see what's nearby. So there's the unpronounceable lair. That certainly seems within the realm of possibility, and we have many other places to go. But what is the place that we're actually looking for? I think there was one over here somewhere. That is Kipir, which is not where we want to go. There is another one way over here in the forest. I'm sure we looked at in the jungle, rather. I'm sure we've looked at this before, and we have. Alakish, we're certainly not going there, but we can definitely head to the lair of unpronounceable legendary salamander. And we've traveled there. Does that mean we get any experience points? Drink from the vase. So we need to find the Neomorian vase to complete this quest that we have. So I guess what we're looking for is a set of stairs leading downwards. Can't cook with hostiles nearby. Well, that's a drag. It's a baboon. Not a fan. And now there's a bunch of other things for us to wrangle with as well, including something that has dropped a large poison cloud. Very well. We have a reloaded musket. We're going to shoot at some things. They're going to slowly move in towards us. Are we bleeding? No. There's things taking damage from acid. I don't know what's aciding it up there, but it's eaten away a couple of walls by the looks of it. So we'll kill that baboon. This tortoise is now going to give us some drama. We should be able to drop a large chill area here that's going to take out more than one enemy, and now we've leveled up to level 6, so we gain +1 to each attribute. More hit points, another mutation point, and a bunch of skill points. I'm happy about that. So we're still only up to 1 mutation point, but we do have a bunch of skill points, and I think with this musket, it would be remiss of us not to grab some bow and rifles. Your agility isn't high enough to buy that power. Well, isn't that frustrating? 19 agility. What are you talking about? Oh, no, I forgot that our agility is super low. So no dice for us on the bows and rifles. Are pistols any better? Pistols are better. We don't need any agility at all for that. Why don't we have a pistol then? Not terribly useful then. We're using short blades. Is there something else we can grab that's going to be handy? Offhand strikes. We can't use that right now. Pardon me. And we don't have enough skill points for berate. So maybe we're just going to hold on to some things. So it is just a mighty drag, that agility reduction. I must have misrememberated pistols for... are we bleeding yet? We are bleeding now. Damn. Freezing hands for you, sir. Take that. And we're just going to back up a little bit. And we've stopped bleeding, so that's good. And there's a brute and a baboon coming our way. Looks like that baboon was killed by the brute. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Awfully tough, way tougher than I thought. But now dead. More money for us. A leather apron, 2 and 0. No, we're already wearing one of them. So that solves that problem nicely. Now, at long last, after all of that, all we wanted to do was make ourselves a humble fire so that we could heal ourselves up a little bit, which we have done. So we're looking for stairs downwards to be able to find the item that we seek. This warlord is causing us no end of trouble. Ow, not a fan. So again, more freezing hands. I don't think we're being hit by anything else. We might just try backing up a little. We're not bleeding. That's good. We have a loaded musket, so let's hopefully shoot and be done with it. Come on now. There we go. Healing up. No, there's a snapjaw over there. That's given us enough to heal a little, and that's good enough for me. Small stones, furs, maces. No, no, no. Copper nugget. I'm glad we checked there. But where are the stairs? There's a lot of... what have we got? Baboon, goats. The goats are pretty much okay, I think, with us. Looks like we're fine. So we're going to check all these corpses lying around. I think they're mostly baboons. Looks like it. Nothing through that way. There's a door up the top. Possibly some little nooks and crannies here, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to find the thing that we're looking for. Although that sconce down there does seem promising, doesn't it? But we must clear this area of baboons. They're just the worst. Good-o. All right. What have we got in here? Nothing. It is a dead end. Perfect. I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. We don't have any claws to dig through things with. Maybe over this way will be a little more empty. There's a couple of tortoises and a pig. There's just a menagerie of nasty things here. Let's just do a little bit of moving here. We're going to wait and try and get them to cluster together somewhat. We might be able to maneuver them cunningly to get into a big huddle. That does look like a fair huddle, so we can drop a chill on top of them. Having something like burgeoning now would also be rather lovely. But I'm hoping that we're going to be able to hit them here one at a time and just take them out kind of leisurely like. Injured. Come on now. One more round. Didn't quite have it right. So there's a chameleon there that isn't happy with us either. 27 rounds left before we can do chill again. But it doesn't look like they can wrap around to the top of the map and hit us. So we're in a pretty reasonable position here to be a bit of a jerk. We'll do a reload. How are we doing on that cooldown? Still a little ways to go yet. So we're going to keep just tapping away at these real tough tortoises. Chill is off cooldown. That's what I wanted to hear. And that certainly helped take care of that problem. We'll wait until all of that nastiness disappears. But we should be able to shoot. Whoops, while we wait. I'm so used to using a rifle here and not having to reload every single time I shoot something. But it's a small price to pay, I guess, if we end up taking these things out. All right, one tortoise to go. I don't know what happened to the chameleon, but I'm assuming they're gone. It looks like that chill really gave all of these things a hard time. Just an archer left. That's not too much to worry about. We already have a cap on, don't we? We have a willowy leather cap, so we're good there. This river may in fact head inwards to somewhere where we can find ourselves. I spoke too soon. Never mind. Perhaps down yonwards a little further. This hermit, are they hostile to us? They are not. That's fortunate. Whoops. Pressed the wrong button at the wrong time. And a bunch of dead things. Horned chameleon corpse, another horned chameleon corpse, irritable tortoise corpse, some furs, a bronze axe. But we have found what we're looking for. We have found some stairs leading downwards, presumably into the... No, we don't want those furs. Presumably into the lair of unpronounceable, which is exactly what we're here for. And that's why it's fortunate that we'd found it right here at the end of this part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released. And please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more of the many lives of John Rando.